Hello, everybody. It is Joe from the Strange Voyage Files. It's March 22nd, 2026. I haven't done a video like this in a while. Had a lot going on. It's the fun of being an adult, man. Toilet. Toilet started coming up from the floor. Floor's rotting out, so I'm in the process of having one bathroom's floor is now kind of ripped up and got to get that all done. So, just dealing with stuff like that. Nothing critical by any means. I do have those panel videos that go up every Monday, and I think it's through like the end of May because we did a bunch of them. So at least, I had one video go last week. I'm actually recording this on Sunday. I'm going to schedule this to release on Wednesday. So the one will come out Monday. Then you have something for Wednesday, and hopefully during the week I'll have some more stuff in. But who knows? Next couple weeks are definitely going to be busy. The other thing I kind of want to touch on is I did do that one video of the Enterprise that I got, and some people were really. I actually had to delete a few comments. People were really getting goofy with the quality. I shot that with a high def camcorder. And I uploaded it, and look, I told you guys a million times, I am not Mr. Tech. I pay no attention to that. So when I uploaded it, for whatever reason, YouTube put it to standard definition. And there's no way to change it, I guess, without taking it down and putting it up, and just going to mess the video up. So if you're watching this, and I have a feeling that people that watch the Enterprise video probably are not watching this, but if you are one of the people and you complained about it, dude, I don't know. I put it up I uploaded it as HD, and YouTube went and did whatever it wanted to, so it is what it is. All right. A little bit of the housekeeping. So anyway, Motorhead, 1916. I love this album. I absolutely love this album. I'm not the biggest Motorhead fan. I do have a few of their albums. In fact, they're all digital at this point because the few I had, again, when I sold my CDs, they all went. But, I had Ace of Spades. I'm looking through what I have here that are, it's downloaded, hammered. God. And I know I've listened to a lot of these ones. March or Die. I know I liked that one. Motorizer I liked, but I know I had it at some point. And it's not here anymore. Orgasmatron, I know I had that. God, I know I had more. I'll have to get more. I'll have to revisit Motorhead, but I definitely a fair weather Motorhead fan. And they put out 100, which really stings. I wish I liked them more than I do, because they put out just a ton of albums. So kind of stinks that I never averaged this up. Let's do that real quick and I'll come right back. All right, I'm back. I wish I liked Motorhead more because they just did 1,000 albums, and maybe I'll try when I retire. Who knows? Barely have time for anything anymore. But I do. This album I love. Absolutely. This is, even over Ace of Spades, this is my favorite album by far. I love this album. There's one track on this album that I think is not all that great. The rest of it are either average to, great or perfect songs. So, all right, let's jump into this. The one that was the single, and probably the one that it got a lot of momentum. Now, another thing is, this comes out, I believe, in like 91. So this is right off the heels of Lemmy writing like 4 or 5 songs, whatever it is, off No More Tears. So there's momentum from that. People who were not Motorhead fans, there's a buzz about Lemmy. So this album was pretty important to be successful for that time, and it was. So come out with the one to sing the blues as the single, and liked it. I really liked it right off the bat. I do think one other song should have been the lead-off single, but it's fine. Wait, no, hang on. Whoa. Am I messing up here? I very well may be messing up here. Was this the single? I gotta go through there. Let's see. Yeah, the one that sing the blues. Okay, I thought for a second I'm so bad was it instead? No, it was the one that sing the blues. All right, that's a 4. Great song. The next one, I'm so bad, baby, I don't care. That's a 5. That is just a total Lemmy song. It is awesome. It is absolute ripping fabulous. The next one is my favorite song off the album, and I think should have been the single, No Voices in the Sky. I love that song. I could jam that song over and over and over. Every part of that is a perfect song. And I think the bridge going into the chorus is phenomenal. I love No Voices in the Sky. I think that should have been the leadoff single. And then we kind of go to actually my least favorite song, Going to Brazil, which kind of has a bit of, I would describe it as almost like a 50s swing to it, and I'm not a big fan of 50s music. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but for me, that's what I'm going to say. Going to Brazil's a 2. That could have, been omitted from the album, and it wouldn't have meant anything to me. Then we get into the 2, like, really haunting songs. Nightmare the Dreamtime, I've loved since day one. It is a 5. It is haunting. It is strange. It is really sets a very dark tone, and it works. And the song is great. Lemmy, awesome job. That one's a 5. Then Love Me Forever, which is the ballad, which is, you'd think, is this, Motorhead? Come on. It makes it work. It's a 5. I like Love Me Forever. I like it a lot. Then we go back into another jam with Angel City. Great song, straightforward rocker. I'm assuming it's about L.A. Because I do believe when I was reading the Wikipedia, this is when he moves to L.A. and, starts hanging out at the Rainbow all the time. So, does it say anything about that? Whatever. It's a good song. It is a good song. It is a 4. I'm losing my click. I stopped clicking through things. The next one, Make My Day. Again, it's a straightforward rocker. It's a bit of a filler song. It's a 3. I don't dislike it. I don't skip over it. Next one, the short one, but God, he did this in the Ramones. And he does it in the style of the Ramones. And it's perfect. It's a 1.5 minute song, but it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's a 5. I love it. We go back to, again, another straightforward rocker. I don't think there's anything great about it. I don't think there's anything bad about it. With Shut You Down, it's a 3. Good song. Wouldn't take it off or anything. But, not a filler, but nothing I think is all that awesome. And then the next one, believe it or not, and I know it's kind of him just singing a melody over a very, very calm, it's a song, but, just a very World War I sounding-ish music. And talking about the war. I think it's a 5. I love history. I love that stuff. I think he did a great job. 1916 is a 5. Average them all together, it's a 4.1. This album is a 4. Again, out of 5, I agree. It's not a 5. It's not a Blizzard of Oz. It's not a, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but it is absolutely a 4. It is, and again, Motorhead, I love this album. The only one I would skip is Going to Brazil, and I don't even know if I'd skip it. It's just such a short song anyway. But I haven't listened to this all the way through in a long time before today. Probably will start doing that again. At some point, I'll probably listen to more Motorhead albums. The only thing with Motorhead is I skip a lot of songs. I always found myself skipping a lot of songs with Motorhead. So I was like, So we'll see. Maybe at some point down the line. But again, I wanted to get a video up as the next 2 weeks are absolutely, pray to God it's not 3 weeks because God, we're down a bathroom. I still have 2 other bathrooms, but only one has a shower in it now, and I got 2 teenage kids, and it sucks. Trust me, I know it could be a lot worse. I'm just crying and whining like a 4-year-old right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have a guy in here doing this, so who knows when I'll have time. Hopefully, I'll be able to fit time in later this week to do a couple of videos to at least schedule for another one this week, and then one or two for next week. But all right, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see ya.